how to say the vision how do you say the visual effect will be included. But for the past one, WebEx have done something wrong with my recording, so the visual effect gone already. The visual effect is gone. Okay. So today onwards, everything will be recorded. Okay. So let's take a look. Okay. Well, okay. We already finished the introduction. Okay, we talk about the learning attitude. Okay, we understand the benefit of a meditation. Okay, through the video clip. Then we talk about the conditions. Okay, actually we are in the condition now. Since we will talk about 3 types of people, 2 types of strong people, method of repentance. So after we talk about the precepts. For today, we will, we'll go through method of repentance and the sign of eradication of the major offenses. Okay. So after then, we will go to the adequacy of the requisite. This is about your occupation. Okay. Then we will go to the we'll talk about living in the leisure fireplace, stop outdoor courses and business, and close to Kayana Vitata. Okay. All these 3 is considered external factors. Okay. Okay. Once we finish, we already control the external factor and condition. Okay. Well, probably you will be in the retreat in order to really understand what does it mean, why the living in the leisure place and the outer courses and the Kayana Mitata so important to you. You have to join. We will have a 1-day retreat. Okay. Month once for 1-day retreat. That will be 8 hours for meditation. So you have to go through gradually, so you will get 8 hours already. Yeah. But once you are really, how to say, get something, 1 day 8 hours is not enough for you. You're looking for, can I have a 3-day or 7-day retreat or not? Once you can get you're used to that now, you're looking for full year retreat already. But I think maybe that is for your retiring life. Once you're in the retiring life, and maybe you're looking for the next life where to go already, if you're ready for whole year meditation. Okay, but I think should be planned in this way, right? Okay, should be planned in this way. Especially here, most of us are above middle age. It's time to think about that. Okay. Well, after that, we'll talk about number 4, condemn desire and abandon hindrances. This is all about your own defilement. Number 4 start all about your defilement. Okay, you will. I will try to make you understand who you are in the definition of Buddhism. Okay, all right. But I also do the personality test also, which is so-called DISC. We link DISC together with the Buddhism definition, greedy, hatred, and stupidity type people, and also we link to the Ayurveda also. Whilst Ayurveda, by knowing your own personality, you know what to eat, what you shouldn't eat. Okay, DISC make you can deal well with the people. I think in business world, DISC is more common. Okay, but whereas in Buddhism, more common is we will analyze you according to your greed, hatred, and stupidity, to choose your meditation method so that you can meditate well. Okay, but we'll talk about this all is maybe in the advanced meditation class. Okay, then we'll go to the practice. Okay, you already have learned one method, which is counting the breath. Okay, you already learn one method. Okay, so shall I know do you sit regularly for the past 2 weeks? Please put up your hand regularly. 1, 2 people regularly. All right. Okay. Oh well, very seldomly. Please put up your hand. Seldomly you sit. Okay. Okay. 3 people. Qiu Fang and Mrs. also seldomly. Okay. Well, I think you will be very shameful if you put up your hand. The reason is you never sit, right? So better no need to ask for who never sit. Well, after we talk about there will be 5 methods included in the practice. You learn method number 1 only, but before graduate, you will learn another 4 methods. We need to say that I will let you to see things in the how to say in the wide perspective, even though you haven't reached that yet, it doesn't matter. In Chinese, we so-called 眼高手低. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But in Qigong will be different. We will make you as ignorant as possible. What's the reason? Okay, once you join the Qigong class, you will understand. Sometimes different methods, we are going to use different approach. Okay. Then we'll talk about meditate in daily life. Yes, meditate not just in sitting posture. We will tell you how you do this in your daily life. So usually in one day retreat, there will be meditate in daily life, including eating tipis, drinking coffee. You can have a shower here. You can sleep here even though. Okay, but we tell you how to meditate in the daily life. That is very important. Okay. So after that, we'll go to the development of the favorable consciousness. If let's say you can meditate maybe about more than 1 hour in very good quality, change will occur, change will take place mentally and physically. We have to let you know so that you won't get by your own development. Okay? So we'll mention to you all about this. Okay? Then we'll talk about distinguish the real and false, because since people are so frightened now, how to say, when they go more adverse effect. Adverse effect. Okay, we will tell you what happens if you already if you go through the adverse effect. So that you wouldn't. You know how to settle it. Usually not by yourself. Adverse effect. Generally, the adverse effect will take place to the people, especially if you are the medium or trans type of the body. Secondly, you got a schizophrenia and have a depression. This 3 group of people, they are very easy to have how to say, have this what they will get the adverse effect. Okay. Then we talk about pure sickness. We will teach you how to using meditation method to cure your sickness. Number 8 is the fruit attainment. Fruit attainment, that is for long-term, how to say, for long-term target. Okay. Well, for the time being, you all come is just to relax yourself. Actually, you come to relax yourself, meaning to say that you go to the jewelry shop and you get a box only. You get a box. Actually, you all come to look for the box of the jewelry. You don't really come for the jewelry. The real jewelry will be the fruit attainment. So we will guide you. Let you know what actually the real thing behind the meditation, not just for relaxing. Okay, not just for get the healthy of the body anymore. Then finally, is the references. Okay, so you will go through this. Okay. Well, we already finished the introduction. All right. Then we'll talk about the condition, self-restraint. Okay. I have to use this set of notes. Wait. Sure. Okay. So the past lesson we mentioned about is this. We talk about the self-restraint. There's a 3 types of people. In the beginning, we understand the definition for the sila, which is a Sanskrit word translated as precept, means calming and soothing. All right. So we know that the function for the precept is to stop, reveal, and encourage the doing of good. All right. Then finally, which leads to nothing but torment and regress. And without regress, one can have peace and happiness. Okay. Generally speaking, we talk about precept, we think about restriction. No people prefer to be restricted. But I can tell you, sometimes the restriction, the restriction helps you to avoid the rising of the torment and the regret. So we will go deeper about it. Why by observing the precept you will less torment and regret. Okay. So we finish this. Then have we copied down this sentence? Faith is never described. Not yet. Okay, please copy down this sentence. Okay. Faith is therefore described as by the way, for those who can understand Mandarin very well, you can take another set of notes so that if you don't understand my China English, you can read through the Chinese. Monitor, do you mark attendance? Never mind later. You already forget you are a monitor. Forget everything after the holiday. I think you really enjoy the holiday. You all go to holiday together. No lah. Good friend doesn't mean holiday together lah. Okay, class. Silvan, please read it off. Faith is therefore, we all read together. 1, 2, 3.
Faith is therefore described as the mind having purity as its nature, just like the water purifying pearls that can purify muddy water. From this pure belief arises the power of stopping evil and doing good, the essence of the precepts. This is called actually receiving the precepts.
Thank you so much. You are living in Shanghai. I thought you are living in America. You can read quite well English. I think Shanghai you should speak Mandarin more. Let's take a look. Faith is therefore described as the mind having purity as its nature, just like the water purifying pearls that can purify the muddy water. Once we have faith, actually our mind will have power. I don't know whether it happens to you or not. If let's say one day you are very scared, you are very scared. If you have belief, maybe you think about Guanyin, okay. Maybe your parents is in operation room, emergency, or maybe you are in the emergency, maybe in the business matter, whatever. Okay, you are in a very, how to say, you are scared at that time, you are depressed. But once you think about the religions, okay, it can be you think about Guanyin, or probably maybe sometimes a senior come up to you, immediately scared no more, gone. Okay, well, it shows that we might think that the Guanyin or maybe how to say 那个贵人贵人怎么讲英文呢？贵人。No 啦 ，no。the Savior, you understand Mandarin? You understand Mandarin now? I thought you are pure banana. Savior is the proper English, not expensive even. No lah, we don't translate in this way. Okay, just Savior. Okay. You may thought it's the savior or the Guanyin of you. Actually, they are the, how to say it, they come but stimulate your faith. Actually, your faith itself really saves you and really calm you down. Okay. Well, here we mentioned about you got transportation problem, right? But how come you appeared again? Not me, not you. Really absent now. Okay, I'm really absent. Oh, the auntie. Okay. You see, from this pure belief arises the power of stopping evil and doing good. Yes, once you start at the pure belief for the precept, you will have the power of stopping the evil and doing the good. Okay. Let's see how does it happen. Okay. We'll go to the 5 wonderful precepts. Okay. First precept. Okay. Please, Mrs. Cat, read it out. Okay. You can ignore the words. I mean, the words in the reading in red color. Okay. Please read it out. Okay. Wait. Can you please read again? Just now we don't hear you. Class, we all read together. Mrs. Cat, I didn't hear you. Aware of the class, we all read together. Aware of the suffering. Okay, please highlight the point. Okay, before the discussion, we will go through a video clip. Okay, online student, you please, there is the one video clip is about, let's see, the banker rescue ducking. Okay, you please go through by yourself. Remember, off the mic so that it will influence our sound system here. After watching it, we will resume our class. Okay. Okay, let's take a look. So what the banker do actually is so-called holding the precept. Holding precept doesn't mean just a restriction. It includes you should do the right thing and the good thing. I think if let's say you are the banker, without serving the dark, maybe you might regret. I don't know why. For example, okay, when once we talked about how to say the protection, how to say by how to say by having the by holding the protection or protects us over certain product in order to save the animals. For example, we don't use any product from the fur, or we don't use any product from the maybe how to say the certain parts of the body, like the gallbladder from the bear. Okay, I don't know why in Asian we don't work as hard as the European people. Do you notice that? Not usually they will go to hold the banner, say, okay, no more how to say, no more shark fin and no more any parts for animal, no more killing. They work so hard. The Asian, I don't understand why. Maybe their social welfare is very good. They don't work. They still got money to survive or to buy the bread. But for us, if we don't work, so no people give feed us. Our social welfare not that good. Probably this is the reason. They are more. They will have. If they have intention to do good, they will just practice it. Whereas for Asia, maybe you know that the animals or the animal need our help, but we don't really put into the practice. But I just read to the newspaper of I think a good how to say, a famous brand, Blueberry, right? Blueberry, right? Blueberry now they ban all the fur. No more fur production already. No more killing for the animal. Vegan also. Vegan and also the blueberry. Okay. I think maybe the shoe, the product of the leather is including shoe and the wallet, maybe made from crocodile, right? Crocodile or whatever. Please try to reduce the usage of it, because in order to get the fur, they have to really kill the animal. By how to say, by more using all this type of product, you are also holding the first precept. Generally, the way we think about it is, can you imagine that if, let's say, you are the crocodile, and the human is about to come to take your fur just for the just to make a handbag or just to make a shoe. How does it feel? This is how this is the way we make ourselves become more sympathy to the animal. Okay. So you see, first of all, aware of the suffering caused by the destruction of life. This is very important. So I know if they have an experience undergo operation before. You have been operated before. 3 of you have been operated before. Well, if you see the animal have been slaughtered, do you have the sense of sympathy more easy to arise once you see animal is about to be slaughtered? Yes. How about you? You no feeling. Okay. Generally, if you have the experience to be operated before, you will easily feel sympathy over to the animal. So this is the spirit behind. Maybe a little bit different with Christian. You just open yourself. See how do we understand the life. Okay, by awareing the suffering, you see, the suffering is very important. If you're really aware of it, you feel it, you will make a vow. See, a vow to cultivate. Cultivate what? It's the compassionate. Yes, the compassionate. Since you have experience, have been operated before, you will be more sympathy to the animal who are going to be slaughtered. It's quite exactly the same. I remember I go to a case of a father. He preferred fishing very much. Okay, he preferred fishing very much. Okay, nearly fishing once a week. Okay, then but he got married. And his little younger is about to be giving birth. But what thing happened is that the girl having the problem of cleft lips. Okay, understand cleft lips? You know how guilty the father? Because the father remembered that each time the fishing, he used the hook just to hook that particular part of the fish exactly is the part of the lips. So the father is very guilty. Even he doesn't embrace any religion, but he's really guilty. Of course, you go to look for religions. So we explain that there's a possibility that there's a cause and effect. Never mind, you do more liberation. Hopefully, the good karma will come back to you. We understand the law of karma. We need to say that you do the good deed, the good karma will come back to you. You do the bad deed, the bad karma will come back to you. Of course, if you don't believe, you might think it might be a caught incident because you can't see it. Okay? But we will tell you that there is the really there's a karma effect. I think doctor can feel something more than ordinary people, right? And also Dr. Fu, right? Okay, can you sit there a little bit so that I can see you? Yeah. Okay. There must be eye contact once we are giving talk. Okay. Maybe you need to move a monitor. You move there a little bit. Let the monitor move. Okay. So I can see you. Okay. If there's opportunity, we have a doctor here. Since two of you can speak the same language, a lot of medical terms you can use, maybe you can have an exchange of mind. You really feel that whatever disease, especially the very, the very, very weird disease, finally, only thing you can explain besides the genetic, especially for a just born baby, maybe for a Christian, they will think about, God made everything, but for us, it's a karma, past life karma, make it happen. Once we can't explain by using science anymore. Once we cannot. It's out of the scope of science to see the thing, all right? So you see okay, metta, compassionate means what? I want to cultivate the compassionate and learn ways to protect the life of people, animal, plants, and minerals. Okay, remember the priority should be given to the people. Not as a Buddhist, I mean, for the 5 precepts, the spiritual behind is you should emphasize the people around you. Okay, around you, because sometimes people they are very, fanatic. They are very enthusiastic. They show the enthusiasm in religion. They come to temple every day. No, I don't think so. I don't think it is right. The purpose of religion is to teach you to be more compassionate. But the compassion should start from family. Not just from down to that, just stay at the temple and look at us. No, this is not proper. Or just do the chores for the temple, but ignore your house chores. This is not right. So remember, the people especially people who are around you, they are the main target for you to cultivate. Not the people very far away, or not every day go to liberate the animal. No, that is the second or third priority. Okay, so you see, people is the first. Then later we talk about animal, plants, and mineral. Okay, I'm determined not to kill, not to let others kill, and not to condone any act of killing in the world. See, since we understand the killing is so bad now, it really deprives the life. You see, I think you cannot put an example to showing that none of the creature they want to give up their life. I don't think so. If you go to slaughter a chicken, sure he will run away. If you go to slaughter the cow, especially just recently happened okay. Some say that the cow just run away. You see, no animals are ready for you to slaughter. Even though you go to the farm, now they do the farming, they breed the chicken like in the factory, right? They just become a product only. But once you slaughter them, they should scream. Meaning to say that even though an ant, you go to chase it, they will run away. So all the creatures, they are very appreciate their life. This is the reason why we have to stop not killing. Once you kill, you create the suffering to the animal, you cause them lost the family, finally the consequence may come back to you. This is why the first precept is not killing, and it is so important. In Buddhism, we believe that, for example, especially for the person who affected cancer, usually they must be involved with karma, especially in past life in killing. Usually in religious point of view, we will encourage you to do some liberation, or turn to become vegetarian. In order to accrue the merit, then transfer the merit, hoping that the karma not that strong. But of course, must be the assistance with the medication. Must be Western medication, Eastern medication, and also religions. All aspects must take part. The families, all aspects must be involved, not just religion only, or just the medication only. No, we believe it must be from all the aspects so they can really help you. I think once you got cancer, you are already in the chaos already. I mean, you好亂啊，亂到唔知做咩好。撩上無主how do I say in English 六神無主撩上無主Okay, banana. Don't translate six God, lost what? No, that's correct. Okay, the correct one must be the proper English one. How about the doctor? Your English, this English not good. This English. How to say? You're in the dilemma. Dilemma is just a paradox, isn't it? Right? Dilemma. Lost emoji is stronger than dilemma, I think. You will be at the loss of direction, or you'll be in the chaotic, correct? You might be in the chaotic. You don't know what to do. Whatever people ask you to do, you just follow. For you will lost all the sensitivity. You might not be sensible at that time. I think you all got the experience. So sometimes religions will take part. It's good for you to have a religion. Mentally, you just be stable in the first place, then can make you really think what to do. Okay? Okay. So this is what we talk about. Okay, if let's say I will encourage you to the same thing in the respect of religion. If let's say especially the cancer affected, the patient affected cancer, and maybe sometimes there will be some injury which is unexplainable. Unexplainable. You have used religions to help you. Okay, you use apply the concept of karma to settle the problem, just be a vegetarian and do more liberation. Okay, do more liberation. Of course, the liberation is different. Is another aspect to talk about. You don't go to buy the animal from the pet shop. Liberating means killing only. Don't. You better go to the to pasar. You buy the animal. If you don't save them, they sure will be killed. You have to buy that type of animal. And I noticed that KL is not a good environment for liberation. And liberation in the big bar can create ecological problem. Have to consider all. All right. I think in kampung, liberation in kampung, in the rural area is better than urban area. Okay. Maybe if I think maybe if it's okay for you, you just donate to WWF, WWF. Or all this type of organization. But anyway, I think if let's say a mother affect the disease, he want to do the liberation. Compare go to just browsing WWF website, key in the data, key in the money, then just click. The second scenario is let's say I got the animal, I just liberate it. Which one can make you a strong feeling for liberation? Through the donation to WWF or liberate the real animal. Real animal, right? So sometimes, if let's say the patients really need to do this kind of thing, don't too sensible and don't explain so many things. Talk about this is ecological problem. No, never. Just let her do, because by just practicing the liberation. She herself will think, okay, now I liberate the animal. Hopefully, the feeling of freedom can come back to me. Now I got to do this already. I'm not freedom. We let them do it. How to say? Let this type of a mindset and consciousness arise. This is the purpose. So the faith will be there, and the sense of security is there. The faith itself is the medicine. So always remember, sometimes don't always sensible to the patient. What they need, just the calm, just the peace of the mind. You just give them. So simple. Especially the old lady. We don't explain so much. But now we are very healthy one, so we can analyze so many things in different aspects. But if we are patient, different story. Okay, you get the point. So this is what we talk about, including the animal and the plants. Okay. Well, okay, now we come to the more difficult scenario, all right? Okay, for example, okay, you just take lift to the story with the 30-story height of the building. Well, you just accidentally you drop a rock. Okay, the rock drop and kill a person. Are you considered killing? Okay, well, you think it is a killing? Please, if you think it is killing, please put up your hand. Okay, let's see how many think it is killing. Okay. Oh yeah, yes. Without any intention. Without intention. Yes, he knows that he dropped the rock, but he doesn't have any intention to kill people. He just dropped the rock, and the rock killed the people. So is it considered a killing? Please put up your hand. Okay, 1 people. Okay. Okay, online student they didn't put up your hand. 2, 3 people put up your hand. All right. Well, I think maybe okay. Maybe you are Mrs. Layman, like a man, the name like a man, Layman. Okay, okay. Layman, you please try to explain why you disagree with the so they can hear you.
No, I just feel there's no intention. There's no intention to kill that person. But maybe you should have the consideration that by dropping the rock, they do some kind of injury. Not the real intention to kill that person.
Okay, so you mean without intention, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, thank you so much. Okay, we carry the answer. Now we go to the second scenario. All right. Second scenario is, for example, Dr. E is very angry with Mrs. Fu. Okay, Cindy. Okay, so he employ an assassin, right? Assassin, to kill Cindy. Okay, so the assassin will be you are Mrs. Feng. So Dr. E said, please let Cindy live forever. Okay, he just mentioned that. Okay, so the assassin really go to murder Cindy. Okay, shall I know who creates the worst karma? Dr. E. Why Dr. E? But not you. You go to kill Cindy, and Dr. E just said, just let him live forever. He doesn't say that he's going to kill him, right? No? How we understand it? Okay. If is there anybody agree that the karma should go to the Dr. E? Please throw your hand. Most of you agree, okay. So how about the murderer? Does the murderer have to bear any karma? Yes, but maybe second grade, right? Okay, very good. See, everybody is quite smart. You all got the experience, because yeah, you don't have the experience to kill people, sure. Okay. Well, for these 2 scenarios, how we understand that? Let's take a look. Okay. Once we talk about the karma that take place, it has to involve 5 factors. First is the intention to kill. Second is the target. Third is the method. 4 is the consequence. The final is the mental state. Okay, I think it's quite similar like a mandate law of the criminal law, but this is the religious aspect. Okay. First of all, okay, if let's say, okay, the person who, okay, Dr. E had intentionally want to kill Cindy. Okay, so first is intention, and Cindy is a human. Okay, the target is very clear, it's a Cindy. Okay, the method is to employ a assassin. Okay, assassin. All right. Okay. Consequence is Cindy must die. Cindy must die. And the mental state for Dr. E must be clear, without polluted by any medication or drunken. You see or not? meaning to say that your mental state, you're very clear that you want to die. So you will consider first-class criminal, first-class karma, how to say, first-class criminal, which is unpretendable. This is the most serious, especially in war human. Why? Because human is the only creature, only the animal who can cross the lake and do the meditation. And so smart, the human. So if you kill the human, then the karma will be very strong. I mean, for God's sake, it's quite tough for you to, how to say, to get yourself from the duty. It's very hard for you. But there must be intention of, if let's say, among all the conditions, how to say that, how to put it, if let's say one of the conditions is not there, it will be considered as second class. For example, the murderer goes to murder Cindy, but Cindy is not dead, so it will become second class. Okay, and then, for example, without any intention, let's say the guy go to the 30th story and drop the rock. He's without intention, so it is not a manslaughter. It is not a, how to say, manslaughter. Manslaughter is 谋杀，对不对？ manslaughter is with intention. Without intention, yes. Okay, so the guy is considered manslaughter, but I think he will be convicted for maybe many years for imprisonment. Still will be put to the jail now. But the problem is due to its manslaughter. I mean, it will be different. It will be different because you don't have the purpose. Compared with this case, Dr. E really wants him to die. So that is the very strong intention we can see. Okay, do you get the point? Okay, okay, especially from the target. Usually, human is the most. I mean, in the top priority. Not how to say that. The grade of the karma is arranged accordingly to the wisdom of the creature. Human is the first. Second, maybe is the mammoth, which is very clever, like dolphin and apes. Okay. The third may be the reptiles, the birds, and the final will be the ants, the insect. I know that we should be, how to say, protective to the even though the ants or what, but don't overprotect. Don't be over nervous after learning the dharma. You kill the ant, you will guilty whole day. No, don't be like that. Or you don't go to ask me the question, if I drink the Vitagen, there's so many bacteria there, is it the killing? Oh, don't ask this type of question. Because we understand that the target, the meaning for the creature, it means that it should be having emotion. Okay? We define it as an animal, is because first, he has an emotion. Second, he's having the nervous system, and he's having the eagerness to strive or live. All right. The third, the ability to produce it. Must be three aspects. I mean, the creature, the animals, the definition of animals have to be include these three aspects. If let's say the plant is a different story. So as a vegetarian, you can eat the plant, no problem. Okay. So here talk about the plants and mineral means to protect the earth. Don't over mining. Don't over cut the tree. So we will consider many aspects with it. Nowadays, we wouldn't compare ourselves to the facts of 2,000 years ago, no more. Buddhism, I mean, there's about how to say, the history of Buddhism. The history of Buddhism is about 2,000 years ago. But we wouldn't compare ourselves the facts at that time. We have to see what's happening to get the point. Okay. So that scenario, okay, we have to really understand. If let's say a girl had been raped, okay, and she got pregnant, okay, during the process of pregnancy, she really suffered. Because I mean the process. How to say that? Of course, she will be very suffering, and you come to consult you. So she suggests that I want to how to say, give out the baby. Abortion. She would like to undergo the abortion so that to reduce the suffering. Okay. But after today you're learning the precept number 1, no killing. How will you suggest she should abort so that can can get the relief, or just maintain the child, avoid killing. Okay, let's see. Okay, for those who agree abortion, please put up your hand. Abortion. Okay, no people put up your hand. Okay. So for those who just continue keeping the baby, please put up your hand. One people. It's a difficult question. Okay, this is normal for you. Because for so many bad students, everybody feel very difficult. No matter how you do, it seems this how to say, this is a fault. No matter how you decide, sure it's a loss situation. There's no more win-win situation. Okay, because you see the scenario, it seems that both is a suffering scenario. Okay, one is the suffering of the mother, second is the suffering of the child itself. All right. So what should we do? Okay, so just now who suggest let the baby grow up, let the baby naturally born? Probably hand. Okay, 1, 2. How about the doctor? 2 doctor, you just keep quietly. No, you have really think because one day the kids will come to you. There's a possibility. The possibility is there. Okay, so since you are so daring to private hand, let you explain. What is your reason? Yes. Okay. All right, monitor this stuff to the different name. Okay, this is the mind. Okay, you are okay. Please explain.
Because there is life, then I would suggest to continue unless the mother is like undergo some mental problem or effect, then might be different story. I don't know what is the level of suffering she undergo. Yeah.
Okay. Oh. You're covering the camera.
I think because abortion is one of the big karma, because the baby will come and follow you.
You mean the girls? Baby. Yes. No, I think some people do. Yes, very good. Thank you so much. Okay, maybe first of all, I think we better don't suggest anything. We analyze the situation and let her to decide. Okay, like what Tiffany said. We don't know how much the mother can bear. We don't know. We don't know. Okay, if let's say she can bear the suffering until to give birth to child, maybe just until to that particular moment and just send out the child. Because maybe the moment she watch the child, just keep on remembering the suffering. That's one of this possibility. Okay. Secondly, we don't know. Maybe after watching the child, she changed. She loved the child so much. We don't know. If let's say you suggest the killing of abortion, but the mother end up like the child so much, and the child become she only attachment, right? We don't know, right? So this is the scenario. The third one, probably the mother will suffer. Every time we just record the suffering until depression will appear. All right. Well, since I know there is a code class, actually, let me show you one proof. Do you know that? I'm surprised why doctor didn't mention that there is the code in the law. They will allow mother to abort the baby if let's say it is due to the over suffering, and the doctor have a permission to carry out the abortion, right? There's a law there. Let me see this please copy that. Penal Code 312. According to Penal Code 312, if let's say the mother is over suffering She may carry out the abortion legally. I mean, legally she will be allowed. Of course, doctor will handle it. Oh, the bad karma. Okay, yes. Okay, she have to use the religion to settle the problem. I mean, the baby goes. Yes. The doctor itself. Okay. But now the problem is, shall I know who has the intention to kill first? The mother. So that's the mother. But the problem is, the mother herself is in the suffering, and as I know, usually the woman actually, there's a probability that the mother loved the children very much, but she couldn't have it. She couldn't bear the suffering. Maybe she liked the children, but she disliked the memory. You have to differentiate the baby and the experience. You know what I mean? So the mother themselves want to kill. So sure, if the baby goes out, she will come to the mother. So the mother have to ask for repentance from the baby child. So what do y'all? It really works, you know. I let you see the scenario because I go to help some temple for a long time ago. I let you see this. Let you see. This one is 7月超度. You see, usually in the early morning, the mother will bring the water factor, 19. Feeding water. The feeding water. You see the tippies. You see the toy. I remember there's one lady who came to me, and very frankly she said, "Master, actually I'm a prostitute. I have undergone abortion for a few times, and I found that the baby is following me." She claimed that the body is very sensitive, so she can know that. So what we do, we will guide her for repentance. I say you should say sorry to the baby. I understand that. So of course, for every cases, there is the reason and there's a story behind why she become prostitute and so young. She's so young, and why she's guilty over the abortion. So we guide her. Of course, we will try to persuade her to how to say to change the occupation, to shift the occupation, but not that easy. After you understand the story, so this is how we call this is the karma itself, just to how to say to cause him to be there. You know, she really need some very strong external factor to change her fate. Okay, so this is the thing we can do like. Okay, what happened to the doctor? If let's say the doctor, sometimes doctor the definition for the life is different in the medication field and the religious field. I think most of you heard about stem cell experiment, right? Stem cell, some doctor they will take the stem cell from the embryo. As long as before 7 weeks, there is no more pus and the embryo is still without pus with 7 weeks before, right? So some they define that this is not a living creation. So they will just pick it and pick the stem cell. But for definition religious, we are very different. The moment once the sperm and the ovum they mesh together, at that particular moment, there must be one so-called the soul go in. So there is already an embryo with a life ready. So you get the point. So as long as once this embryo, you take it, it's killing ready. So you have to do the repentance, and especially the baby goes, you have to just how to say by using the religious method so that she can be reborn to other places. It can happen that the baby child is not willing to forgive you. It can happen. Usually, how will you know that? If let's say you are very sensitive, sensitive part of the body, you get a dream about him. He will come to your dream and complaining that he has been bullied by the big ghost. Yes, the big ghost will bully the small ghost. This can happen in the ghost realm. And maybe he will complain, not enough food, not enough this or that. It can happen to you. This is the first way he will come to your dream. If let's say he fails to come to your dream, he will come to, he will choose the family member, one of the family members who are sensitive, who is sensitive. So please don't ignore the message. If one of your family members claim that, oh, I dreamed of someone, talk about not enough or what, don't ignore. It can be the real one. They choose this type of people. If you are sensitive type people, how do we know that? In the simple way, the person who can dream for this, usually they can feel, they can sense the existence of the ghost or the dead one. They can feel the energy, but just they haven't, they haven't explored it yet. But after the meditation and qigong, usually we will magnify your power. So the person maybe just a little bit sensitive will become stronger. Well, this is good. Don't worry. This is good actually. Because once your sensitivity has been magnified, you are more sensitive, especially from doctor. They will be more sensitive. They can feel what the patient think about. They even can have they can really go to the bottom of the heart of somebody. It's due to you have the sensitivity. Okay, so this is the cases. This is the facts involved. Then besides that, if let's say nobody, the baby ghost can look for, he will create trouble for you. You maybe have a car accident, business with the chaotic, whole family in the quarrel without any reason. You have to look for the medium, somebody who can communicate with your baby ghost. Then he will mention that, oh, your baby ghost needs something, have a request, but no people respond to him, so he creates trouble to you. But after you just fulfill his request, then everything will go back to normal. So get the point? Well, this is the fact really happened in terms of religions. Of course, maybe some people they're very sensitive. They claim that maybe you think overthink something like that. But there will be so many cases, and if let's say it happened to you, you will really understand why the case happened to you. If it never happened to you, you are very sensible. You can hardly to take it and believe it. Okay, so we mentioned about this once we talk about precept number 1 is the no killing. All this will be involved. Any question? What? Precept. Precept means precept. Okay. 戒律。戒律。唔係結語 ，no， 戒啊，戒啊。No restriction, no killing. Precept means restriction. But also involve saving the animals and also liberate the animals, including that. This one. Can you read Mandarin? Okay. Okay, so this is the first precept. If you've got any problem, please ask. Okay, especially in lifetime, in real life scenario. Okay. What? Again. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Yes. Okay, of course. the rapist sure will be punished by the law legally. What again? Which one is?
Which one has considered for most of it? Is it the mother who went for abortion, or is it the male?
Oh, okay. Well, the way I see it, both is same level. Same level, yes. Because we go to the third precept, we talk about sexual misconduct. We'll talk about this later on. Of course, now I don't talk about the rapist. The reason is he will be punished legally. The problem is in the mother because he is in the dilemma. No problem. The law of karma will punish him. Yes, naturally. Even though you can escape from the law, you can escape from the cage, but I don't think you can escape from the law of natural. We believe a law of natural. Law of natural is the karma. Sure, something will happen to him. Okay. So this is how we just. So this is the reason why we can forgive anyone, because the law of nature will do all the punishment. For us, we just make sure that we are always in the peace of mind. That's all. The law of nature and the law of our country will do the thing for us. Okay. Of course, for the lady nowadays, if they got raped, make sure that you you have to report to the police, and also you have to gather the evidence. The rapist they should be put to the jail so that there wouldn't be. The next victim won't happen anymore. We don't want other next victim again. But anyway, it is not that easy. Just see how the victim can deal with the scenario. Okay. So thank you for your question. We'll discuss it in the case precept number 3. Talk about the sexual misconduct. Okay. Then let's take a look. We have a question from an online student. Okay. So this is the first precept. Okay, now we will go to the second precept. Okay. Second precept, we all read together. Aware of the suffering. Aware of the suffering caused by about to cultivate the weak kindness and learn ways to work for the well-being of people, animals, plants, and minerals. About to practice generosity by sharing my time, energy, and material resources with those who are in real need. I am determined not to feel and not to possess anything that actually belongs to others. I will respect the property of others, but I will prevent others from profiting from human suffering or the suffering of other species. Please highlight the point. May I ask an opinion from you all? I noticed 3:30. We dismissed the class is too early. Okay. Possible I make it late a little bit, but before 4 o'clock. Is it okay for all of you? No problem, because you already after work. 3:30 is too short. I found that. Okay. So now we go to the second precept. Okay. Okay. Online student, we will go through one we did play, which is let's see. 推礼貌抢劫了哈 ，OK。So after watching it, we will discuss. Okay. Is it a burglary? Is it a robbery? Is there anybody have a different view that it is not a robbery since it is so polite? Okay, how do you differentiate begging and the robbery? Okay, we have a good point. There's a gun there. Even though the robber is very polite, there's a gun there. I just express in a polite way, but if you don't follow me, I still will use the gun to shoot you. See, you see, we will come to see the definition. You see, intention, very clear that he want to rob her. The target is the human. All right. Third is the method by using the gun. Okay. But nowadays it can be different way. We can hack you. Okay. Through internet hack you. This is the method nowadays, and there can be Macau scam. Okay. I will scam you. Okay. So everybody just be careful. No matter, the Macau scammer, they target every age of the group, even though professional. Because once you get a call, they mention that you work in the money laundering, and they can provide you all the details. You will start to believe. Even a legal professional, they also almost checked it. How about monk? Yes. Okay. How do they target us? Compassionate. They will come to your door and say, "Oh, my son is about to undergo operation. I need 20K. I need one more K. Can you just give me that 1K? Just have a very short period. Let you to decide." Everybody have their own weakness point. Compassion is the weak point for the monk, so they know that they aim for that. For a woman who quite old age but still remains single, they can check your status in Facebook. So they will say they will make you fall in love to him, and then claiming they send you the parcel. All this. For an auntie, maybe they claim that their grandson have been kidnapped. They have, how to say, they have every trick in the book just to make you scared, to scare you, and they know they know you psychologically, and they can do it very well. Just be careful. They know how to make you scared. I think maybe the age like you all to be using how to say, you work in the money laundering, or maybe your credit card have been misused, all this kind of stuff. In the first place, they just get you in the first place. Then later on, they will trap you. A lot of they will involve police calling, bank guard calling, all this. We don't know why. In newspaper, a lot of reports have been telling the public, but still every day about 10 cases, about 10 victims for this type of cases. The police said that they don't understand why. Just keep on. Okay, so this is the method. Then the consequences. The robber get the money. Is the consequence. So mental state saying the robber must be in the clear mental state. Okay, he doesn't take any drugs. Okay, let's say the first case, okay, you take the drugs. Okay, then you kill your girlfriend or your family. That is considered manslaughter because you don't know what are you doing. What were you doing at that time? Okay, so it's a mental state. Then finally, it's the value. Okay, if I rob you $10 and I rob you $5, comparatively, $10 is more heavy than karma because the value is higher. Of course, provided the other condition must be similar. Okay. In Buddhism, in Shakyamuni, in the era of the Shakyamuni, you will there is a capital punishment for stealing. At that time, okay, if the value exceeds certain amount, you will be convicted for capital punishment. But nowadays, since there are no more capital punishment for stealing, no matter how much you steal, $1 billion, they just put you to the jail. We can hardly to conduct this practically. Anyway, we just be careful. If you go to the place, maybe in Thailand, the Buddhism use a very controversial way. We have done the research. The value for Buddha time to convict capital punishment is about $200 only. $200 is very small volume. Maybe you just copy software, I think it's more than $200 a month. So be careful if you go to the Thailand, the Buddhism country, who practice the precept in a very orthodox way. Let's take a look. Away the suffering caused by exploitation, social injustice, stealing, and oppression. Okay. So now nowadays we talk about the exploitation, social injustice. Well, social injustice. Maybe now the example is about the quota system. Maybe since the system, I think it's a very controversial issue. All right. Maybe they try to. The system try to help the boomy who is so weak. Okay, but just they don't have a stipulated period for the assistance. So some Chinese, they are weak in economy or they are weak in education. They will claim that it is not fair. So this is a controversial issue which is unresolvable. Well, then oppression. If you are the boss, you don't pay EPF, you don't pay. You don't pay EPF or you don't pay SOC for them. That will be considered oppression. So this is if you have this type of suffering before, then you will try how to say that. If you have this experience of this type of suffering, you will not impose all this to the people. Okay. I vow to cultivate loving kindness and learn ways to work for the well-being of people, animals, plants, and minerals. You see, I vow to practice generosity by sharing my time, energy, and material resource. Okay. The opposite of stealing is generosity, giving. Okay. If let's say you notice that somebody jealous, feel jealousy over you, we have one way to tackle it. You just give how to say, if you give something to the one who jealous over you, the jealousy will go. If you jealous, the reason is because he feels things unfair. Okay, but by having, if you're willing to give certain part of you to him or her, the jealousy usually will be resolved. Okay, so this is one of the, how to say, we understand the psychology of the people. And with those who are in real need, I'm determined not to steal and not to possess anything that should belongs to others. Even though, there will not be, how to say, a capital punishment imposed for the culprit, but for religion aspect of view, the stealing is very horrible. You see, if let's say you steal the things which belongs to a population, meaning to say you are owing the whole population. So next life, how should you pay back? So in religions, we believe that if you used to steal, next time you may reincarnate, become animal. Become animal in order to pay back. Especially if you count, they work so hard, right? They work so hard and they work so hard. They may not be treated nice, okay, but they have to undergo all this. The reason is they have to pay back what they owe. So this is usually Buddhists, they are very careful not to commit the stealing, especially the things belongs to so many people. Temple also said, if let's say here we got 10 monks who stay together. So whatever you see here, it belongs to 10 monks. If you go to take the things without the asking permission from all of us, you need to say you are owing all of us. You might have to pay back in the next life. Maybe become a dog, just to look for the house for all of us, something like that. Just to let people alert that you be careful and not do any stealing. Okay. Well, how do we prove it? There's a few ways to prove this type of next life on past life event. First, if you meditate and you have already opened the divine eye, you can see it. Through the meditation, you can create the psychic. So first. Secondly, maybe from the medium, because some medium they have the ability to tell you the next life or the past life. But it's up to you whether you want to believe or not. The third is the sources from YouTube. YouTube, a lot of story. They will mention that this is the past life, a present life, all this. Some is fake. It's a fake news, but some is a real one. It's a real one. I think if you want to get some proof, it is available. There's some video clip to really show the past life and the present life. Okay. Okay, then we go to this. I will respect the property of others, but I will prevent others from profiting from human suffering or the suffering of other species on earth. You see, I will prevent others from profiting from human suffering. Shall I know if let's say you discover somebody involved in corruption, will you report? Nowadays, with the new government, are you willing to report to the new government that somebody involved in corruption? Now, the new government. If let's say some minister they involved in corruption, are you daring to report them? Minister with the new government. Now government. Okay. Shall I know? Pray your hand. Are you only see? No, but just want to keep quiet. You're not daring to report. You are daring. You see, I found that this is a different character with the Westerner and the Easterner. For Westerner, if let's say they saw the robbery come to your house, they discover that they will gather all the evidence, they will come to tell you, do you want to report the robbery? I got all the evidence, I will help you and report to the police. I don't know why Westerners, they are so willing to do all this kind of thing. But for Easterner, you see, we all just keep quiet, just in this, I will report on it. Then there will be an act for the whistleblower can protect you. You know that? Whistleblower act. You don't know. You are so daring, you don't know the protection then, and you are so daring to report. There's the whistleblower act to protect you. Don't worry. If let's say we really want to create an atmosphere that, for example, the hawker, they don't overcharge the price, the corruption. We play roles to keep all these things not happening. We play roles. If we just keep quiet, so the hawker just keep on. Raise up the price and cause the inflation, and all these things will happen. So please, next time just try to prevent others from profiting from humans. But of course, provided that you are safe in the first place. Maybe the previous government will not daring do so, but now the new government, I think they will protect us. So we create a good environment which is more safe and also more secure for us. Okay. Then you see, well, this is the second precept. Any question? Yes.
So let's say
all right.
But she was
You mean the student will hatred over you? The kid will, okay. Well, you do report and do let. Oh, okay. Okay, you worry that if let's say the thief discover that you are the one who made the report, and the thief will angry over you. This is. Then you worry. The anger may be carried on the next slide. Okay, good question. Well, first of all, 问心无愧是最重要的。他才说问心无愧啊。In English, my心无愧 in English. Clear conscience, which means without guilty. You just do something right without guilty. Yes, you just do something right without guilty, without bother. We wouldn't. Of course, we understand the law of karma, but we wouldn't let it to become the restriction for us to do the right thing. Just bear it. Right? Since you are right, you report for him. No matter for the case we discussed just now, no matter you abort the baby, or no matter you keep the baby, all involve the karma. All involved. But once you decide you have to bear it, as long as it is right, why you're not daring to bear the karma? There's no profit in this world. If he's angry to you, just let him angry to you, but you still have your good karma to protect you. You see a lot. The merit is the plus. Okay, the thief the thief but angry with you is a minus. It's the plus and minus. You add up, it's still the plus. You still have a surplus. Understand? We have to see things in this way, then just do the right thing. Okay. Any questions? Yes? Oh. All right. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. Oh, I can understand the question. Well, it talked about the target. Just like I mentioned, the $10 and $100 must be provided. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is same. It's similar. You understand what I mean? I mean, the target. Just now you challenge my answer by putting different target. But just like I mentioned, the value. $100. The criminal is strong. The karma is strong, provided the target is the same. Okay. For them, $100 is it's just a cup of beer. You get the point. Of course, if let's say now five of the factor is changing, we have to see the whole thing. If let's say $100 for the wealth people and $10 from a poor people, sure $10 is the karma will be stronger if you rock the poor people. Same for giving. If let's say, okay, I'm a monk, I don't work, I receive the giving. Sometimes people donate me $10, offer me $10. Sometimes people donate me $100. I don't think the $10 merit will be less than $100 because probably $10 for him is the whole month pocket money, but for the wealth, $100 is nothing. This is the reason why we never demean the value of the giving. Whatever giving comes, we say, all the value, we don't know the real value behind. We are not daring to say which one karma is more strong. So, you get what I mean? Okay, so we include the things. Very good discussion. I found that most of you are very smart. So you can come up with very good discussion with all of us. Any questions, some more? Any questions, some more? You have to really put in the daily life why this will help you to remove the guilty or unnecessary guilty or just how to say that 有啲人會鑽牛角尖How should I say in English 鑽牛角尖鑽牛角尖 English is so called what? Or should I ask Google? Maybe I call for Google right. Okay, 钻牛角尖okay 钻 okay SRB SRB 钻牛牛角尖SDM okay 音译let's see 钻牛角尖 okay English translation okay let's see what does that mean split hairs Is this correct? Is this correct? Bash one hit against the brick wall. What is this about? Is this the correct translation? Split hair means anything to banana? Split hair. Is there any idiom to talk about the people overthink? They overthink and just think for the minor greedy, which is unnecessary. Don't bother it. Banana, please answer me. Is there any idiom in English explain that sometimes people think about the nitty-gritty of the event and which is unnecessary? Banana? I know that. Can you give me a good simple phrase? I mean, just 2 words that explain the whole thing. Banana, right? Yes. Don't know. Okay, please. Go back for me. This is the homework for the banana. How come? Okay. The beauty of Chinese. Okay, learn this Chinese. Okay, I can have extra class for you all. This is beauty. You are attending the Chinese class. Okay. So that you won't become the pure banana anymore. Must mix up yourself. Okay, that's it. Home tuition. Okay, no problem. I think next time we can have Dharma class and also the language class together. It is good. Okay. Very good, very good. Okay, applause. Yes, very good. Okay, I think that's for today. Okay, that's for today. I think no need for the recap because not much, a lot of discussion involved, not much facts. It doesn't matter. All right. Well, next Saturday no class because I will go to Johor for Dharma talk. Okay, next Saturday no class. So we'll see you next Saturday. Oh, I have a Dharma talk tour. No, all in Mandarin. In Johor, about 7 stations, like a concert tour same Alan Tan concert tour. So they will one place by one place. This is the Dharma talk tour just go to give Dharma speech one stop. 佛法演讲弘法啦弘法 Okay, so I think that's for today.